Okay, and welcome. So, today in this series that we are going to be starting, we are going to be going into basically what we do to just make income from trading and how we could pass a combine. Whether you're using a platform like this, like TopStep, you might be using Apex, whatever it may be. I suggest TopStep because you don't have to worry about the commissions. Yeah, it's just going to be super simple, and I am going to show you how to do this with very little to no indicators. We all know that indicators lag. I've mentioned that before, and we're going to be talking about, what markets maybe to stay away from, which ones to stay in it. And if we look here, we're going to be doing this. We're going to start a fresh combine. I'm going to try and just post these videos day to day as we go through this. There might be a day where I might trade very little or not trade at all, depending how the market is. And this is all going to be things to help teach you that you don't have to be so aggressive and just try and pass the combine as quick as possible. Because even if you try and do that, you get into an XFA, you get just wherever. I know with me, even with my own personal accounts, you want to take things easily. You don't want to blow things up and you want to be patient with things. So, starting on this first episode, we're going to say that you are new to this. You got Top Step X here, and you go into their performance stats, and you could see we are completely fresh. And what we want to do is we want to fill up all these days. We don't want to just have 1 or 2 days and we blow our account or something like that. We want day after day, month after month of repeatable trading days. And how do you do this? I will show you. First off, I'm going to start here. Risk settings. Personal daily loss limit. I'm going to put it 600. Personal daily profit target. Since we're in a combine, we could put 1500. That part doesn't really matter. But loss limit, let's keep it to 600. You want to put it at liquidate and block. We want to be blocked out if we hit 600 for the day, especially starting out. If you can control yourself, yeah, put it to liquidate. Um, and maybe if you see like something come up that you think you can actually, get back into a trade and make some money back and not hit that 600, then I guess that's all right. But liquidate and block, that's what we're going to do now. If we do hit this, then we're out. It's okay. We're not going to have green days every day, but you want to set this up. I know Top Step allows you to hit $1,000 for your daily loss limit. Well, we don't want to go there. We want to keep it at 600, especially starting out. If you do the math, I mean, you basically have $2,000 right here. That's your maximum loss limit. It says do not let this account balance drop below this value. You have $2,000 to play with. That gives you roughly 3.5 really bad days if I'm doing the math right, something like that. 4 days. Uh, yeah, this will just help you. So going back in here, I'm going to show you how I set up the charts. So, lately I switched over to this kind of gray chart. I can see things a lot better. I think I'm just getting old here. For the way I do this style of trading here, we are going to have two charts up. You go into this top corner here, you can split your charts very much like TradingView. Yeah, it's quite nice. Top Step X is nice, even though it's new. Got a lot of cool things here. So this chart here, 500 tick chart. I trade in Q, and I'm going to show you what we could do here. Now, there's multiple ways we could do something. We could, like, I mean, if you don't want to use this method of things and you are kind of maybe impatient, you just want to keep staying in the market, then maybe go to like M and Q. You just go to M and Q. and you can play the micros. It looks it's the same chart for anybody that's new to this, but I go NQ. My risk is going to be, it's going to be a lot higher risking yourself like on NQ because, yeah, you could blow your account a lot easier, but we're going to show you how to be patient here. So basically what we're going to be doing is days like today, this is a great example starting this out. We had a big sell off today, starting from this morning market. You can see here we had the PMI news come out, U.S. new home sales, and we started selling off before that around like 5 o'clock roughly, and it just continued all day. Now it is 11 o'clock here, very late in the trading day. I'm just getting to the trading desk, and I look for trades basically on a 5 minute, the 500 tick. So the 500 tick is just a zoomed in version of pretty much what we have here. If you were to say go to a 100 tick chart, it is even more zoomed in. And I do use Bookmap, but I'm going to be explaining how to do this without using Bookmap or anything and what I look for. And now our target, what we are going to be looking for is just small base hits every day. So we're trading for income. We're not trying to trade for this big breakout, trying to catch this from the top and get the whole thing down. We're going to have tight risk settings, and we are basically looking for breakouts of zone areas, and we're using order flow. The main thing here is I'm just going to be showing you, if you just have these charts, what to look for with order flow. So I usually take off this auto center and I start looking for big areas of where there's orders on the tape here. And you can see we got 83 here, 44 here. These, low a day was 303. We could see that here, marking this out, 303. This was our low day. It doesn't look like we've been able in the last, like say this was from 11 to, we're now 11:09. We've tried to kind of get down here a couple times. This is recent. This is 500 ticks. So, you can see this is just a few minutes have passed. And if you look here, we have tried this area a few times since 9:30. So about 2 hours, sorry, that we've been down here, and we haven't really broke this area yet. So what I'm going to do is you need to get the rectangle tool out. I believe that is rectangle tool. It's one of these here. Right here, shapes, rectangle. You star it, and you could have it down here. I'm going to grab this rectangle tool, and we're just going to find kind of an area like that. And this is what I do. Kind of look for some things in these areas. I may actually drop this down to about here. Let's see. That looks like a pretty decent little spot. And this is what I do, and I can kind of sit here and wait. So when you trade for, say, income, basically what I think that's what we'll be calling this, is trading for income, because this is all we're doing. We're looking for making $200 off a trade. Maybe, we're looking for $100 off a trade, whatever it may be. And we want to slowly stack those things up. Obviously, if we start on a down day, we got to make it up. That's why we have like this $600 losing limit, because it's easier to make up a smaller amount than it is a larger amount. And I feel comfortable losing 600 instead of 1,000 for the day and setting myself back too far. So what we're looking for right now is a break of this area and seeing if we could, for one, looks like, trying to break the 300s. If we get down here, we'll enter a trade. You can see 300 has this big lot, 83 right here. If we do break this, next stop's 297. We have a big order rested here. And we'll see if these orders start moving as it comes down. sometimes they start moving. It's like almost like an algo is moving the order down and trying to bring price down with it. But as long as we keep rejecting off this zone, then this might be the bottom. This might be the bottom of this big move. And like I said, I don't like to play these moves, especially if you're new. It is hard to catch what they say a falling knife and get the reversal. And it is sometimes very hard, as you can see here, to sometimes get in with the trend. Say if you get in here, you say, I missed the move, and you have FOMO, and you get in, and this shoots back up, and you're down, maybe a few $100 in a second, because these pullbacks are so strong that you're going to have a rough day, and you're going to get your daily loss limit hit pretty quick. So what I like to do is wait till we consolidate in these zones. These consolidation zones are income zones. This is great. I mean, we could step down to micros, maybe get in a micro, 1 or 2 micros. I'm talking about very little, so that way we have the room for error. We could sit in a trade for longer and then get in a better entry when it goes this way. But that's a total different subject. Right now, like I said, we're trading for income here. And we are just looking at how price is moving. Now you could see right here, this seems to be an area where price is kind of going back and forth. They're saying, hey, do we keep going higher from here, from this mid zone, or do we go lower? And we could see we hit these candles kind of here multiple times. So 323, if we could hold above this, price might move up to the top of this range. If it starts breaking below this and it stays below this, we might see this move back to the bottom of this range. We're just going to sit here and we're going to watch it for a minute. This is all we do when we're basically trading for just getting small profits here. And here, you can't really see the center of these candles too well. You see these little two right here, but that's why we use the 500 tick chart. We could see things a little bit better. We could see where this is bouncing better, and we could see where we could get our entry in. So if I move back up here, where we're at, we're seeing a little bit of trading going on. You can see, all the orders being placed here. You can see them being placed above, but we don't really see much action up at the top yet. There's a 330, which would be here. We see we have about 40 orders placed there. So we'll see if we could get up to the 330s. We'll see what happens there. And we'll see if we hold 330s. Now, if we break above 330s and we're holding, then we might be able to go on along here, and we might play it to these 67s if we're lucky. We'll just have to see a breakout of 38 and 39. So this is all we do. It just kind of goes back and forth. And the hardest thing, I think, for anyone, especially starting out trading, is all you want to do is just constantly just be clicking buttons. You want to get in and out of trade. You want that little adrenaline rush, everything. But if you're just trading to pass a combine and make income off of this, you have to be patient. You can't just be clicking buttons. You have to almost be, especially a combine, you have to be right almost on every single trade, especially being in NQ. So a lot of it has to do psychologically with just being able to hold into a position and not get carried away just clicking buttons. So yeah, we are, like I said, 11:16. We're getting close to the end of the day. I only use a VWAP for the most part. I do have some other indicators. I do check volume. I like to see volume here is not a good example. The 5-minute. We can see from the beginning of the day, we had a lot of volume here, and volume has tapered off throughout the day. But we're averaging out, same amount of volume, I'd say, from roughly morning. So might be okay. Still some players in the game. And the other one I use here is these Kelter channels. Sometimes I could see if price is undersold, kind of like it is here. We're trying to figure out if we stay down here, if we're going to kind of move back up. I rarely use that one, but it's there. And then sometimes I just look at my volume profiles here just to see throughout the day just where we were with the volume coming through certain zones. But that's about it. But mainly, my main indicator is order flow, which is right here, and me actually putting ranges that I want to be in. So you can see here we were trying to push down. We're here again. We didn't quite break it. This 303. It's just we're stuck in this area. So we'll see. We'll see if we could get any continuation down. Like I said, I'm not using Bookmaps. I'm not trying to see what we really have down here. I know we have 300 if you just look at what we're at on the chart here. 300, like I said, 48. I don't see anything else really down here, which really tells me this is going to just keep going here. Let's see. I see a lot of, like I said, when I see a lot of movement trading, kind of gives me an indication that like we might be breaking this low a day and we might continue. So stay tidy. I wait. Now look for an entry. Now, one thing you could always do too, if you do see that it keeps moving, sometimes be patient. And if we're starting to play a range through here, wait till we get to the top of the range, get a little bit of a pullback, and enter in short for a quick little scalp to the bottom again. Right now, since we're at the bottom of this big move, I'm still going to be patient because we could still have continuation, or we could just still have a reversal to clean up most of this day. So that's why I'm just staying patient here. You don't want to trade certain areas like this and get chopped up, because you could see if you need to get in and out, you hold on to something too long, it'll just come and bite you. All right, so looks like we might test this area one more time here. Now let's see if we get a break. Got to break these 300s. We're looking for this to get bought up. Maybe here comes the 300 break. Come on, we're gonna just tap up. Okay, so back up, bought up. Now we're looking to roll here. 297 is our next target. And I'm gonna get in one lot here to see if we get this break now down to the bottom. Like I said, we're just playing for easy scalps here, basically. So if we get a break back up here, I might enter one more long. If it starts kind of dancing around in this area, I might just get out. We'll see what this does here. So we're having trouble pushing past these 92s right now. But we still have a lot of big orders sitting here. 290 has a pretty good size order there. So let's see if we can get back down to 290. Somebody will buy that up. And we'll just be patient here. 290 looks like it's getting stronger down here. Some more orders are coming in. 290 got bought up and it jumped right back up. So let's see if we could get back down to 290. Might move this here. And we'll see if we could get back down there and tap that area. We have a 16 lot on 290. And we got it for 137 there. So we're bouncing this area right now. 280 looks like the next target. That's down here. Don't see a lot of orders at the top yet, but I do 297, 297, 299. So you just saw that 299 is getting moved. That looks like Algo's trying to move this around here. I could see him popping in, coming out. 302. So we're going to try and get in at one of these reversals of where this is popping. It keeps trying to move price. 303. Keeps throwing it around that area. 303, 302. So it's around here. We're going to sell one around that price. We'll see if we get a fill. Let's move this down a little bit there. Let's say 300 even. All right, so we're in here, and this is just going to be a quick scalp if we can. Let's see if price gets moved back down from this zone here. Now we do have some stuff, you know, kind of popping in up here, 309, stuff like that. So we'll see. See where we could go with this. Like I said, we want a quick scalp back to the downside here. We have a 287 trading down here. We have some price trading here. This might be a decent little move to the bottom here. Like I said, I'm okay with cutting it early here if I have to. 310 is our next target up here. So that looks like that's where they were trying to push price. And we're starting to dance around. So now as price moves there, 310, I'll get in another position here. And I'm going to be waiting for this break back down. Because we know they were trying to push price up. So as long as I could get in at a better fill above, I will DCA in. I'll wait for this push back down to the bottom here. This is where I'll take a quick scalp. And if I can't get movement, you know, say past this 304, then we get out. So we'll see here. Do we get any follow through on this push down now? Okay, a little follow through there. Get any more? It's a little more follow through there. And we got a little more there. I'll get out, still dancing around. So this area here is where I think that, you know, this is a little stopping point again where maybe price might bounce and not be sure of things. You can see how it kind of resists this area. They break through this price, it'll come and test this again. But for now, we'll just stop in this area here and see how it's going, and we'll, you know, we'll take a little time out here. Let this play out. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get a break below here if we come back up. But you could see with this box here, we waited, it broke down, we caught a little bit on the way down here. Theoretically, we could have probably caught a little bit on the way up, but we waited till it hit the zone again, and we caught it back down. But this was the block that we've been watching and we were just patient with. Now, how long do we have to sit here? We'll see. And mind you, we've been trading for 25 minutes. So $300 in 25 minutes. Think about it as somebody that's making, say, 100 grand a year, maybe makes like 400 bucks a day at their job. They work, say 8 hours at work, drive an hour and two from work. That's about 10 hours a day for $400, 25 minutes. We were looking at a chart here, being patient, 306. That's why I say don't just go in and click a bunch of buttons right away and get hungry and say, I need to make money, I need to make money. 306 isn't bad for 25 minutes. But yeah, we're just gonna sit here. Like I said, this area, you don't really see it here so much. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes everybody uses these like bigger time frames, 5 minutes and stuff like that. That's great to see the overall picture. Amazing. You don't really know like what's going on in here. Here we could see it. Here we could see that this area here is where price is trying to figure itself out. Yeah, you could say that's the bottom of this candle here, the body, but this just gives you a clearer picture of just, you can see these candles where it was like stopping on this side of it, stopping on this side of it. And that overall makes like this whole candle. So yeah, it's just like having a microscope on this candle and looking in there and seeing what's going on. But as we get down to the bottom of the wick of this candle, we can see here, what's going to happen? Are we breaking 284? We'll find out. When we look here, 284. What do we have down below 284? A lot of big orders. 275, which is the next spot down here. Do we get down there? Not sure. That's a 45 lot order there. We have a 33 at 299. Let's back up here. It's a lot easier to get back up to the top than it is to push through and get to the bottom, I can tell you that. Let's see if they keep moving these orders around. It looks like 299 is a pretty solid little order there. It's getting bought up right now. Like I said, it's easier to get back to the top, so that's a hindsight thing now. We're saying, I should have just went long and took a little scalp, took that 299 that I saw, but it's okay. We're patient and we wait. Right now, you can see this is big wick here and a big wick here on the 5-minute chart. Not a friendly area. Price is moving, rapidly in both directions. So this is easy to get chopped up right here. You could see right here. Was like a nice, move down. You go down, you came back up, you came back down, you came back up, you came back down, and now are we coming back up? We're not sure. But this is really choppy right here compared to these moves here. So we'll wait. But like I said, when you get into this movement, you can make some trades. It's so hard to catch like some of this stuff like over here where it just kept falling and falling. Like these are just big. Look how big those movements are. So big compared to these like nice little small movements that you could really see and capture, a couple $100 or something here. These little bricks add up. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how many days we could step together. So say right now those trades $300, 10 days of that. Past combine 2 weeks, 10 days. You just have to have the discipline. Just need the discipline. One thing to keep in mind also is I try and play an NQ, stay in 1 to 2 lots. Now, when you pass and get into a funded account, you're going to have a scaling little deal that they do that you could, I think it's you have to make $1,500. You can only use 1 to 2 contracts until you hit $1,500 in your profits, and then you could go to, I believe, 3. Then after you hit 2,000, then I think you get the full 5. I could be wrong, but there is like a scaling portion of things just to protect yourself. So I think in the combine, if you get used to just using 1 to 2 lots, you're fine. Especially if you do what I did, where I was like 1 lot in, it came into my zone because we like to play all these like little zones here where it comes back into it. Scale in 1 more. I could theoretically have taken only 1 off, move my stop loss to break even, and let 1 run. But we just don't have a lot of. We're at the bottom of this range. We don't know if this is gonna run, so might as well just take it off for the full amount and just keep stacking bricks. So now we're getting back down here. 284. Whoop. What do we got here? 284. Don't really see anything really changing. 275 is still there. Don't see any big orders coming in that's going to be trying to push price down. Not yet. Just going to keep being patient here at 284. Kind of stagnant right here. That's just not. There we go. Now we broke 284. Now let's see if 284 holds. Let's price go back up above this. 284 holds. I think we go down to that 275 here. We're going to try and get in right here. Just missed that. I think we just missed our entry there. Should have moved it down just a little bit. I think we get to that 275 area. Let's see if we get another little breakup. And see if we get an entry anywhere. Do we get filled? And 286 maybe. Okay, now we got filled. Now let's see. Let's see where we go here. 299. All the way up here. Try to move up. This starts dancing a little bit. We'll see. We'll see where we go. We're gonna be patient. We might just take this for another small little scalp. Kind of like a little 1-to-1 trade here. So now if this starts kind of dancing around this area, I get out a lot of times. Sometimes I'm like, it's not really breaking. I'm not seeing that movement quick enough. And a lot of times I'll get out. But I know 275 was that area where I did see that lot. That was pretty big in that area. So I'm willing to be patient. I'm willing to scale in again, maybe somewhere around here. Now maybe we move this to here. So we had 299. I'm willing to scale in there. I might just get out of this. We'll see. I would like to see that break again, though. We're dancing. Like I said, when it's dancing, I don't like it. But we stay patient. Let me see if we get a break here. I'd like to see that 275. Do we get to 275? Not sure. There's 55. We get one more push down. A little bit more. 85. 85s are trading. Let's trade a little more towards 85. Okay, see if we can get that push back down. Grab a little liquidity here. And see if we can get that breakdown one more time. We're going to wait. Waiting. 285 trades. Not seeing it. And we get a push at 285. No. Not getting the push at 285. We are getting hung up here at 294. So let's see how strong the sellers are here. So sellers are pretty strong. That's 295. We could get that push down below one more time. We could be trying to get like some liquidity here, and it might try and get down below one more time. We did break 295, so we might get stopped out here. We'll see. And if not, we'll hang in it. We'll see if we get this break. Like I said, we're in it 2 lots. I don't want to scale in one more time to see if I can get a better cost and have it move down, because if anything, this looks like it might move back up. But we'll be patient. Still think guys, like those 75s might come down to the 75 area. We'll see. We have 95s here. Let's see if 95 gets bought up again. It did. And we'll see if we get below 95s again. 95s again, 95.25. Okay. Ooh, we got out a lot. 63. It's going to drive that price back up. 300. And we'll have to see if we can get down here one more time. We're going up to the 300s. I don't see price trading too much down here right now, like it should be. The sellers are getting exhausted. Come on, up. Now we're seeing some movement trading down below. And let's see if we can get back down here. And there's the 300 coming back up. Sellers keep pushing it off 300 as well. Interesting. I'm not seeing much trade down below here. Okay, so we broke our area here. Funny thing here is, so if you see here, 586, I had to sign in real quick to the mobile platform because for whatever reason, I do have my mouse wired and it just stopped on me. So yeah, that put me in a tight little hairy situation. I got on my mobile app and I just got out of that position really quick. Hindsight, I probably should have let it just keep running, but 586. And guess what? I think we call it here for the day. We've been trading for 40 minutes. We made 586. I'm super happy with that. I need to figure out why a wired mouse went out on me. And yeah, we're going to try and come back in here tomorrow. See if tomorrow is any bit better. And we're going to try and trade again. If it's anything like the morning where we had a big sell off, I'm going to stay away. Same thing here. Now that we're really selling off, I honestly stay away from this area just because I'm not trying to catch a bounce. If anything, if it consolidates again like it did here, I'll be much more happier with that. I'm trying to get like continuation off that or a break to the top. That's it. Hopefully you guys like this first episode. If you guys want to see anything in the next episode, leave a comment. Leave any questions you'd like. I will try and answer them the best I can. And I will see you guys on the next one. Let's get this combine passed. Let's just follow these simple rules and make it very simple. Zero indicators, very simple. Just watching order flow and the price action of how things are going. And yeah, let's pass these combines and get you guys funded. All right, if you guys like this video, leave a thumbs up. You guys know how to do all those things if you're on here on YouTube. So I'll catch you on the next one.